text line that really stuck out to me. Normal or nope? Mother-in-law lives out of state and wants access to the baby camera to watch the baby at night. But his bassinet is right by our bed, and I'm a little freaked out that she'll be able to see or hear something. I'm not a fan.
That's the problem. That's too close to the bed. That's the problem. That's crazy.
I think the whole thing's a problem.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
your mother-in-law doesn't need to be tapping into the baby cam.
Maybe you can have it like during the day, but at night, come on.
You can't really turn it on and off like that, though.
Oh, I don't know how they work.
So basically, like the one we had, if someone has access and the password, they can open the app anytime and look. I do think, I actually am surprised that I'm the one that's like thinks that this isn't terrible. So my mom had access to ours because she would watch Olive sometime. So when she was, but Olive's bed was in her own bedroom. Like it was never in our bedroom other than like up until like a few months or something. So I didn't care that my mom had it because I didn't think she took advantage of it. I thought she just used it when she was watching Olive. But even if she had it, looked at it in her apartment, I wouldn't have minded if she like occasionally checked in and saw Olive sleeping.
But what if it was in your bedroom?
No chance. That's super weird. I would just explain, hey, that's in our bedroom. No, maybe if you feel comfortable, maybe like some people's cult, you know this, I know it's different, but like if my mom lived in Indiana, I would get her desire to want to see the baby. And I know you can send them pictures and videos, but it's, sometimes you do you feel like you're not a part of their life. Like my sister always felt like that about Olive.
That's what I would do. I would just take a video and send it or do like a little FaceTime type situation.
Yeah. I think everyone has a different comfort level. Some people have their moms coming in the delivery room, and I never would have done that. You know what I mean? So I guess, so to me, I would say that is, especially since the baby is in your room, that's a big nope.
Right.
Big nope. But you guys are saying also outside of that, still a nope.
I do find it kind of weird to have access to that. I think you send so many pictures and videos, or like my family has a family Snapchat and stuff. So I feel like there's so many other ways that you can have your family see the child without having them have access
This
to
is
that.
all true. This is all very true. Mm-hmm. Also, where is the line drawn? But I think to just explain to her, by the way, in the moment, you just be like, hey, we're sleeping right next to that. It's kind of weird to me for right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Move, and then maybe she'll forget about it.
She seems like someone that'll push, though.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. I think to even request that, you probably are a certain type of person. If you have a normal or nope, text us 53921. Normal or nope. When one person in a couple sleeps in the children's bed whenever the children are gone, it's amazing. So like if your kids are staying at grandma and grandpa's, or they're at like an overnight summer camp, your husband or you go down and sleep in the kids' bed so you have your own space.
Separate
Normal
sleepers.
or no?
If you live with somebody who snores, that's crazy work. That you have to have a separate room. I feel like that I'm not going to spend my whole life next to somebody who's snoring. That's impossible.
A lot of people truly think the savior to their relationship was a sleep divorce, sleeping in different beds or sleeping in different rooms.
Yeah.
So I say if that's how you get great sleep, great. I don't have any issue sleeping with Jake. So that's never even crossed my mind to go sleep in Olive's bed when she's been gone.
My grandma and my little sister used to share a room, and then eventually my grandma just slept in the closet, and she said it was the best decision she's ever made.
How big was the closet? Just a quick
It
question.
wasn't a walk-in. It was just one of those ones that you just pull the door open and there's like shirts hanging.
What
So
was
she
your
made
setup?
a bed on the floor?
Well, she would have a pillow. Yeah, she would have a pillow and then maybe like I think a memory foam that was like bent in half because it wasn't like big enough.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Whatever brings you happiness in your life. Who am I to judge?
You do what you do.
I would say, I don't know, is that normal or nope?
I think it's very normal. I don't know, because I am the type of person who hates sharing a bed with people. So if I have the opportunity to not be sharing. Okay, well, I mean, every once in a while for a night, sure. But like majority of the days of the week, I love a bed to myself.
Okay. Normal or nope? This one comes from Hannah. Getting your head involved when you're brushing your teeth.
What?
Like they said when they're brushing their teeth, they're aggressive, and this is their boyfriend does this.
Okay.
And they said that basically they're aggressive and their head just moves along when he brushes his teeth to the point where it looks like his face is at war with his toothbrush.
Look, at some point you just got to be thankful he's brushing his teeth. You know what I mean? At least he's brushing his teeth.
That is not going to be the standard, okay?
Well, a lot of people, I'm just saying.
That's not.
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe you're trying to get in there. You're trying to be like, dude, I'll show you toothbrush. I don't know what the thought
What do you
is
got
behind
against
it,
that
but
toothbrush? It's like 7 a.m. and you're brushing your teeth.
maybe his shoulder, he has shoulder issues or something. I don't know.
This one I do not like at all. I can tell you it's a note before it's even out of my mouth. Normal or note, my boyfriend having a snap streak with his ex because they are quote unquote friends.
Well, yeah, they're smashing. Sorry to say that. They're
Yeah, they
definitely
are.
hooking up.
I hate to say that too because you're texting this in right now, but like, no, anyone who's doing that, that's not just a friendship.
No. And also, just if they have a snap streak with anybody who's outside of you, I'd be a little worried.
What if it's like their best friend?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah.
My sister-in-law had a snap streak with like her best friend from high school. It's a gal. It's not. I don't think there was anything weird about that.
Nah. Listen,
Okay, I think you're taking it too
you're an adult.
far
You
now.
don't need friends anymore, all right?
I
I'm
don't.
just
I
kidding.
get like if you have a kid with someone, it's good to be cordial and like.
Oh, I'm
I say
sure they're
friends.
cordial.
I say friends loosely because you have to have a good relationship with like them for kids. But like, I don't need Jake having a snap streak with Dylan's mom. You know what I mean? Like, what's up? And they don't. By the way, I'd like to be clear, unless it's a secret to me. I don't know. All right. 101.3 KDWB, Falen, Colt, and Jenny. So yesterday, after the Jason show, I went straight over to dance. My daughter has this is how dance works. I now know this. As soon as dance ends, it doesn't actually end because then you have to start practicing and auditioning for the next season of dance. And then you only get a couple of weeks off and then dance starts again in August.
Everybody be dancing. And it's like that with sports all over Minnesota. When I grew up in a small town, it was just 3 months of the year. But this is all
it's
nonstop. My neighbors in hockey, 12 to 11 months out of the year.
It's
It's
the
like
whole
there's
year.
no
Is it-
season.
Is it because we all grew up in not a big city metro area and that's how it's always been? Or is it just
No.
truly changed?
It's truly changed. Rec leagues it's crazy. It's rec leagues used to be the thing. You do T-ball, you do whatever, and it was for recreation. So kids could try lots of different sports and activities. It was for the season. It was fun. It wasn't like parents committing
Yeah.
their entire lives to it. Now, it's like your kid has to know what sport they're going to be into and good at the age of 4, and your whole life, your kids and your life has to be committed. Now, I'm not turning on dance. We chose this.
Yeah.
And Olive genuinely loves dance. I've told Jake, I'm like, if she ever doesn't want to do this, I am not going to force her to keep doing this.
I just found something out too. My neighbors were telling me that there's somebody from Oklahoma is in the Minnetonka school district now, and they play hockey. So you got to think there's 11 slots on the team or whatever, right? And they got quote unquote recruited. I'm not saying from the school or the coaches or whatever, but you have to be a resident.
Yeah.
So it just goes back to the wealthy people having such an upper hand because they still live in Oklahoma, but they'll rent a 1-bedroom apartment in Minnetonka. So then that's their actual quote unquote residence.
So do they just live here during the school year and then go back to Oklahoma in the summer or what?
Yeah, or maybe a mom comes up with just the son or whatever, or what applied to any sport. But that's happening. So then it's somebody who grew up in the district, played the district sports and all this. Now that's one slot gone for some random kid in Oklahoma.
Well,
That's
I will tell you
crazy.
this also. Yesterday was auditions for my daughter, and I looked in the window before they closed the blinds. For hip hop, every child was in tennis shoes, and I looked, and my daughter was in Crocs. So, how do I think she did? I don't know if she was adjusting the sport mode whenever the blinds
yeah.
closed.
Maybe it was a
Put those-
superpower.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. Well, whatever. I don't care.
Honestly, in that
Did you want me to wrap it up?
No, just ignore that. I have something at the end of this. I'm gonna make a confession, but keep going. Keep talking.
now I just need to know what the confession
know.
is.
Well,
I don't
well,
have to keep going.
When the 60-second timer's up, I'll let you know.
I do feel like Olive's going to thrive as a hip hopper. And truly, she probably is the one who's true to the hip hop style because she had her own style. And that is very self expressive.
That's true.
And the Crocs, she's not trying to be what everyone else is with
No.
their tennis shoes.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
I will say most parents do tell me that she kills it with the facial expressions and sass.
Oh yeah, she gets that from you for
Thank
sure.
you
Not the
so
sass,
much.
but the facial expressions. I could see it.
Thank you for that.
She's
for saying
very
that.
expressive.
She is.
Yeah.
How much longer of this 60
Yeah, I
seconds
was like,
of traction?
what
You
are
can
we
keep talking
waiting
amongst yourselves.
for?
It's not even a big
Did
deal.
you guys know that people have ferrets as pets in Copenhagen?
I
They
did know
have
that.
them in America. Jenny, what are you
Yeah, but
talking
not
about?
My
like
aunt
as
had
frequently.
one. She trained to get cigarettes out of her purse whenever she wanted one.
I love that. It's more like a cat, though, in Copenhagen. All right, I'm done. What is your confession?
One time when I was 11, and I want you guys to really picture this. Think about 11-year-old me, okay?
Oh, I can visualize it. I've seen photos.
Now-
Chili bowl haircut.
Think about me on a bed, okay?
Nope.
Think about 11-year-old me on a bed, and my mom gave me an enema, and I want to know, is that too
Yes.
old?
Yes.
is 11 too old? And is this part of my trauma? Okay, is this part of my story? Do I have the right to cancel
I
my
can
mom?
tell you it's part of your story because you have brought it up to me every month since I've met you. And I do think it's part of your weird thing with your mom. Colt, it's not, and when I say weird thing, I think he has like a little, yeah. I think there's a weird, I got to be honest, there's something weird about Colt and his mom, and it's not
What
like
are you talking about? That's
exactly
crazy.
what you think I'm talking about.
I
Like
think-
I think he's physically attracted to women that look like his mom. I'm not saying Jen does.
Actually,
I'm
a lot of people would say, who's that one guy? Freudian?
Freud?
Yeah. Fraud.
Well, so it's a Freudian slip is
Yeah.
what you're thinking of.
Yeah,
But
he thinks that we all want to hook up with our parents, which is crazy. I don't. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is
This is
11
what
years
he does.
old.
He starts backpedaling.
11 years old is wild to give an enema to a kid. What do we think on the text line? 53921.
I
Okay,
think
my-
at that point you take your kid to the doctor and let the doctor do it.
Or just have your kid.
I don't know. At 11, I don't know that I would. Like, I think I came into Dylan's life at 9, and I genuinely think if Jake was like, "Go give yourself an enema" at 11, Dylan would have. There's no way he would have.
He would have taken it like orally or something.
No, he would have. He wouldn't have known what that was, but he also would have freaked out and not done it himself at 11.
Oh, grow up.
I have a question.
Yeah, Jenny.
Where did this come from? Have you been suppressing things and all of a sudden it's like starting to build up
No.
because you're like really?
He
No, I
tells
just-
me every month.
Well, I'm just wondering, like, I feel like it came out of absolute nowhere, this entire story.
Well, no, and
Well, you're like, I have a confession to make. And it's like, well, if we've been talking about this for a while.
I was driving into work today and I was listening to Akon, getting into the sunrise. Hey, doing 90 and a 65.
You're not making the story
Hey.
any better by adding this in.
And I was like, what would be funny today? And I was like, maybe what could I do with a timer? But I need a confession at the end. I could talk about how my mom shoved a pill up my backside when I was 11. Okay. Let's
Okay,
do
that's
that.
not an enema, by the way. That's a suppository. Do you know what the difference is?
That's the word I was looking for.
So that's actually even worse.
Yeah.
That's actually worse. Oh my God.
That's the word I was looking
That
for.
is actually
What's an enema then?
an enema is where you like shoot water up like to like
Yeah.
flush it out basically. So that at least would have been some hand separation from your butt.
No. This is
Nope, I'm out.
suppository.
I'm
She was
done.
She was
Nope.
yeah, suppository. And I remember the pill. It was big too.
Fallon, do you remember when someone texted you specifically to our group text line that we can all see yesterday? And it was like, Fallon, between us two, I tune in every morning just to see what stupid-ish Colt's going to say
Yeah.
next. I think that this is what they were talking about. You know?
I exclusively take suppository vitamins. By the way, I want everyone to know that.
We literally have to meet with a consultant next week. And they are
Could you
listening to
imagine?
our show to give us feedback as a new show.
Well, dude, we got to
And
cut
I
through.
am
Everybody on
so
TikTok says
worried.
crazy stuff. People are so
Well,
skewed
then
here
say
and
it
wild.
on TikTok.
Well, people are skewed now. We gotta elevate the game.
We-
Well,
so.
she be out and
Yeah,
about
she
a
is.
lot.
My Reddit today is specifically honestly aimed towards Colt.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
really?
Okay.
Well, let's
Yeah.
do this.
101.3 KDWV.
Uh-oh. Jenny's been on Reddit.
The men are speaking, and sometimes they just shouldn't. But here they are.
Dang,
I
Jenny.
literally. Okay, yeah, keep going because I have something for this.
But they are saying things that they think they could probably do, but they absolutely could not.
Okay.
So right off the bat, Cole, do you think you can land a plane in an emergency?
Yeah, my father-in-law is a pilot, and I've heard some stories, and I'm like, "Are you doing anything?"
That's like me
Are
saying
you
my
doing
brother-in-law is an anesthesiologist. I would not then go try
Yeah.
to put someone
yeah,
to sleep.
it's all autopilot though.
okay.
If you talk me through it, I hit some buttons, and I've flown a plane before.
No, you haven't.
I have.
So you are in the 46% of men that think that they could land a plane in an emergency. Next
Easy
one up.
peasy, lemon squeezy.
I don't even think I could if I had air traffic control guiding me. I
Telling
think
you
I would still
everything.
hit the wrong buttons and freak out.
Yeah. How about this one, Colt? Do you think you could escape a sinking car underwater?
Yeah, definitely. You just got to crack that corner there, pop it open. You have approximately 37
Crack what
seconds
corner?
of the window. Everybody tries
You
to go for
understand
the
that
center.
there's pressure from the water pushing in on it?
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Everybody tries to go for the center to try to kick out the center. Well, the center has the most amount of force behind it. So you got to go for the little like side, the corner, boom,
I
bust it
kind of
open.
believe him. Do you think he's right?
Well, I will say, of all the weird things about Colt, and the great things, obviously, he has incredibly strong legs, and I do think he could donkey kick maybe a window out.
Yeah, I got those
Might be
Zelensky
able
legs,
to.
baby.
Okay, well, then, Colt, you
My great grandma.
you are in the 41% of men who think that they can do this.
Yeah.
Next up, do you think that you could beat a wolf in a fight with your bare hands?
Well, I'm not just gonna let it eat me. I'd definitely get on its back and try to do a try. I probably,
Okay, well, if in that case, you'd win.
I probably do like a Darce choke or
Jeez.
something on it.
A what?
Listen, I don't have time to explain my
Okay, because
jujitsu.
you don't know what it is.
Oh, dude, I put that wolf in an armbar so quick.
So you're saying, yes, you could do this also?
What are they? 80 pounds?
Also, no, wolves are pretty huge, and also they usually don't hang by themselves. They got a full pack. So if
Yeah.
you put one in a chokehold, the others would put you in a mouth hold.
Yes, exactly. Well,
Yeah, a wolf is 70 to 145 pounds. Well, get 100 more, bruh. I'm dead weight. Come at me.
all right. Well, you are in a much smaller proportion of people who say 16% think they can do that of men. Of men, I should say.
I'm also a Native
These are
American,
men.
so maybe that's why it's like coming through my DNA or something.
Yeah.
All right, Colt, do you think that you could win a point?
Wait, pause. Hold on. We already won. The wolves we've domesticated. We have so many dogs. We
is
took
true.
a dog and we made you a literal weenie dog. Okay, so wolf to a weenie dog. I think we won.
But wolves still exist in the wild and they could still eat your face off.
I'd like to see it.
All right.
Me too.
Well, next up, do you think that you could win a point against Serena Williams playing tennis?
No.
Absolutely not.
No, thank you for
Thank you.
acknowledging.
12% of men say they could, and that is
Okay.
way too high. Way, way, way too high. Do you think you could deliver a baby in an emergency? Say you're driving your wife to the hospital. You guys can't get there in time. You got to pull over to the side of the road. Can you deliver the baby?
I think in this instance, you just have to be calm. And I feel like I can do that. Blood doesn't scare me. My dad's a taxidermist. I've been training for this my entire life. Since I've been 9, I've been throwing deer and pickle bass. Don't ask about it. I think I could calmly deliver a baby if I had some emergency operators like on the phone.
Okay. All right. Well, you're in 27% of men who think they can do that. All right. One last one, Colts. Do you think that you could survive alone in the wild? It's not giving a specific time here. So I'm going to say, could you survive alone in the wild for 2 weeks?
Oh, 2 weeks. Yeah, definitely.
Living off the
Mainly because
land. You have nothing. You don't have a tent. You don't have shelter. You don't have food. You live off the land completely.
yeah, I have enough fat reserves to have like at least 30 days.
Well, first off, that's not how it works. You do need food within a certain amount of time, even if you have fat reserve. And I just feel like, Cold,
2 weeks, I could definitely. I fasted for like 5 days before.
I think that you would probably see some berries and be like, these look good. Nom, 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 nom.
Oh, no, dude,
And then next thing you know, you're dead because
Well,
you're
that's why
poisonous.
you gotta stalk the birds. See, you guys are just so
Stalk
so
the
nerds.
birds?
Yeah, stalk the birds. Eat the berries that are good. Birds don't eat poison berries. So if no animal is effing with that berry, you stay away from it. Guys, I've been telling you, I'm native. I don't know how to explain it.
Wow. He did impress me on some of these, actually.
Well, you're in the 46% of men who think that they could survive alone in the wild. So
If it was like-
congratulations, Colty.
The only thing I have to worry about is my own thoughts and my depression seeping in.
Yeah, that is probably the part that would be the hardest.
Yeah.
Is your
Truly.
biggest weakness. All right. Well, thank you for that, Colt and Jenny. I suppose I got to give a quick shout out. We got a text in, and I want to give it. This is like our 4th day in a row that we got a shout out from the FCJ Walking Club.
Woo!
Shout out. They said they're listening to us, doing their walking club vibes through Mall of America. And I just am so honored there's a walking club committed to listening to our show. It means so much. So shout out to them and to Mall of America. So he's a little bit nervous, I think, about that, but you're going to do great. I believe in you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. Also, a reminder, we will post that up on our podcast. You can check it out. We'll post videos. We'll have all the stuff, so you can check it out in case you miss it. And then we usually replay it like 9 o'clock, too, because I know
Yes.
7:35 isn't the easiest for everyone to hear the full thing. Have you ever been so embarrassed? You did something so embarrassing, you could never go back to that place.
So this happened to me this week because we have a work gym that almost nobody goes to. It's the best thing ever. So I go there every once in a while. And I had to come back because we had to do some more stuff in the studio. So I went and did a quick little Peloton ride. I was sweating my butt off. So I immediately stripped down in the locker room and was blow drying my hair with only underwear on.
Yeah.
Somebody walks in and nobody is ever in that gym, ever, especially not someone in the locker room.
Yeah.
I think people come down there to go number 2 to use it in privacy.
For sure.
But that's about it. Almost no one works out there. No
She
one.
was probably very surprised as well.
And I
then.
was like, hi. And I like immediately ran to my clothing to, cover up a little bit because I know it's a locker room, so that shouldn't be shocking to see someone who might not be fully clothed. But it was very embarrassing, the fact that I'm blow drying sweat out of my hair because I have to come back into the studio.
And you were doing that while you were naked?
I had underwear on. I took all my sweaty workout clothes to try to like cool down
bra
a little bit.
or no?
No bra.
Okay, so
because I was
naked
only
boobs.
wearing like a crop top sports bra thing, so I just wanted it all off to
Yeah.
cool down a little bit. And so I feel like I can never go back there because the people who do go there, they go at the same time.
Yeah.
And now she knows who I am.
Yep.
And I feel like I can't go back there ever again. So I was curious if anyone's been in a position where they did something so embarrassing that they're like, I'll never go back to that cub because I pooped myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, do
absolutely.
you guys have a story like that?
Well, I want to add on to your naked in public thing because I feel there's a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
people like you out and about. There's a gym membership I have where it's like kids are there a lot. You like bring your kids in the locker room to like change because there's a pool and stuff. And there's an old naked man. Always. The dude has never not been naked and never not been in there when I go. And I go at different times. I think he found a weird loophole for flashing. I think he literally just sits. He straight up sits on the bench nude with everything out. I don't even take my kids into the locker room because I'm like, this guy just wants to expose himself. I think he found a weird loophole in the system.
Ugh.
And it's like, just because it's a locker room, there should be a timer, kind of like a shot clock at a basketball game.
Yeah.
You get 24 seconds with your dong out, and then you put it away, dude. Stop.
That actually, 24 seconds is a long
Very-
time.
Oh, I was gonna say it's quick.
Well,
What?
Here's-
No, it's not.
If it's hot and sweaty, it's hard to get
here's the thing.
clothes off and on.
He'll
quickly.
he literally. I saw him brushing his teeth once nude, and it's like, come on, guy.
He likes the freedom of it.
Nah, he likes people seeing him naked. It's weird.
I actually I see both sides of it. Because you usually aren't expecting kids in a men's locker room because but that's sexist. Usually it's the mom that takes it. But there are times that dads are going to take their kids and
Well-
you got to like get them through.
Well,
'cause
even if I
most
had a son, it'd be like, dude, I don't,
True, but you're right. Most like even like Lifetime, we go to Chan House and Lifetime all the time. You
Yeah.
have to walk through the locker room to get to the pool.
Yeah.
You have to. So even though Olive is always already in her bathing suit, we have to walk through.
And also, it's like, why are you trying to not smell bad? Like, go home. Like, I know you have nothing else to do. You know what I mean?
That's
Stay in your
probably
sweaty
why.
clothes and go
That's-
home and shower.
That's his interaction. But do you have?
That's a weird interaction.
No, I agree. I'm saying just the gym is his one interaction. Probably, you're right. The staying nude the whole time, unacceptable.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
We got Alicia on the phone with a story about something that embarrassing happened to her.
All right, Alicia. So what happened where you can just never return to this place?
Well, Facebook is one of those that you can't return to. I was walking back to the bathroom with my phone and somehow, some way started a Facebook Live.
Oh no.
And it wasn't just to my regular Facebook. It was to a concerned citizen's Facebook page.
Oh God. Oh God.
And what happened in the bathroom?
They basically saw me sit down, peeing, when I realized that I was on a live, and then I frantically tried to get off. And I didn't realize where it was posted. I couldn't find it anywhere.
Oh, no.
I was like, well, it must have just gone away when I shut off, and nobody saw. But then about 20 minutes later, I got a notification of a comment that brought me to the page that it was posted, and had seen that about 400 and some people saw me peeing. So
Okay. That is. I don't know that anyone will ever top that. They should make it like. You should have to hit like 7 buttons to go live.
It really is just go live.
It really
It
is. It really, there should be a few more obstacles to go through because that, Alicia, is
And you expect that from
haunting.
an elderly
it was
person.
mortifying. And I was like, okay, well, I was frantic. I was
You're right, Alicia.
No,
How
my
old are
parents,
you? How old are you?
40.
Okay.
Yeah, it's too
So
young
you're
to
too
be doing
young
that.
to be-
It's too
how
young
about
to be
no?
doing that.
You're too young to be accidentally posting
One
on
time
Facebook.
Fallon
Yeah.
showed me her pee.
That was an accident.
She showed me a video of the state fair bathrooms, how they swing inward instead of outward. She's like, isn't it weird? Look at the limited amount of space. And I was like, so is that just your pile of pee in the toilet?
That was user error. But I do stand by the fact that the bathrooms at the state fair are not made for people above a size 2. The door swings in. You have to literally straddle the toilet bowl to get out.
It really doesn't make sense.
It's crazy.
I don't know why they make it like that.
But
Unsanitary.
I do apologize again for showing you my urine.
Well, sorry.
That was an accident. And I almost posted on social, and then luckily Colt mentioned my pee was in the toilet, so I didn't post it. Gross. Anyway. Okay. Alicia, thank you for calling.
So sorry. And for anyone who's never done a Facebook Live, if you don't understand how it gets published, basically when you end it, it will like pretty much automatically publish to your page.
That's like a video, yeah.
Yeah. So like just a heads up, if you know you accidentally went on Facebook Live ever,
It's
it
up
most
there.
likely got published to your page then.
101.3 KDWB, we're Falen, Colt, and Jenny. And so, we've done this the past 2 days. Someone texted in a few days ago and said, hey, I want to know a little bit more about Colt. So we did an Ask Colt a question 2 days ago. He answered some questions. Then we're like, you know what? Let's do it with Jenny. So we did Ask Jenny a question yesterday. I guess today it is my turn. I am ready for my questions.
Let's do it. We have some questions on Instagram, but you can text us in also, KDWB1, if you want to do that. Should we do this shout out real quick before we dive into questions?
Let's do a shout out.
It says, hi, it's my 40th birthday. If you guys do shout outs, my name is Pam. I'm listening from Bum F Nowhere, Ohio, because I'm here for work, but I'm from the Twin Cities and I listen forever. Love you guys and you're doing amazing. You make my day every day.
Happy birthday, Pam.
Yeah, you're the best, Pam. Here we go.
Also, it's no offense to Ohio, but being from that area, it sucks you're in Ohio for your 40th.
Yeah.
Kind of a tough L.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, that was a wild question. Do you want me to? Well, I'll just start.
Ask me whatever. I don't care.
Okay, so when do you get ready for the Jason show?
I get at the Jason show.
Yeah, because you're on a TV show.
So a lot of people are very confused with like my schedule here. So I usually leave around 9:30 and I drive over to Eden Prairie. It's a pretty quick trip actually because we're in St. Louis Park. And usually I try to have my hair done before I go. And I just put on makeup really quick. And I'm very quick to get ready. My makeup routine does not take me long.
Okay, as a busy gal, what keeps your energy high or boosted during the week?
It doesn't. Yesterday I took a
Starbucks.
2-hour nap. I got to be honest. But I usually don't take naps. That's the one thing. Getting back into this schedule, I've been tired at like 7:30, and Jake's like, "You cannot go to bed at 7:30." So yesterday I took a 2-hour nap. I think that's gonna be my new plan. Middle of the week I take a nap, but the other days I don't.
Okay, that's nice. Was it hard for you to be a stepmom at first? What was that experience like?
Yes and no. When I first met Jake, it was hard for me to think about becoming a mother to someone because I never wanted kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, I never wanted kids. Do I really want to date a guy with a kid? But then I don't know. It was just, I don't know. It was just, I don't know if it was I guess it was probably because it was Jake and Dylan. And also, I'll be realistic. It helped that like Jake and Dylan's mom were never like a couple. There wasn't this like Dylan dreaming of his parents getting back together because he never knew them together.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of had the best case scenario. Dylan's mom was like chill. She didn't like cause drama in our lives. And Dylan's like a really good kid. So I don't know. Maybe at first I was like, oh no, do I want? And then it was just really easy.
Yeah. Okay, how about we all have one. What was your growing up poverty snack? Mine was butter on tortillas.
Oh boy. I've done buttered bread, but not on tortillas. That's crazy.
Snack was, that's a difficult question because my snack, I didn't have like snacks. I feel like I definitely did. Okay. The toast with cinnamon sugar, cinnamon toast sugar butter.
Yes.
That's like my favorite snack that I think
So
of from my
good.
childhood. Yeah.
Okay, they say respect, no offense.
Oh God.
Is the bottom lip hyperpigmented in the middle? And I read that a few times and I was like, I've never noticed your lips looking not normal.
No, they do a lot. And someone actually asked if I like did the tattoo lip stuff and got it darker in the center. This happens to me all the time. I have really bad circulation and I don't know why or when it happens.
Is it because you don't drink water until 3 p.m.?
I don't think that has anything to do with it. I have a lot of face issues. I have a weird growth on my tongue. I have abnormal blood vessels in my face. I've had 2 procedures on my face where I've had like a growth on like the side of my chin. I literally have to go to a radiologist at the U of M to have this removed. So I think it has something to do with that. I have weird blood vessels, but my lip in the bottom turns like almost like a blue purple color. And it's because of my bad circulation. But people will be like, what's up with your lipstick or what's wrong with your lip? And I never got that until like I worked here and we started posting social media videos. I didn't know that about myself.
I've never noticed. I guess I'm just not staring at your lips, so you're welcome. I'm not a
Yeah, because you're
weirdo.
staring at my hooch, you perv.
Backfired immediately. All right, we're asking Fallon questions, getting to know her. If you have one, by the way, 53921 on the text line. What's your favorite hobby?
Annoying my husband has to be top tier.
Yeah.
Painting, I guess. Haven't done it in a long time. Hopefully get back into
She's
it.
so good at it too. And
very
I
nice.
actually, I'm going to request something.
I don't do requests.
No, we've talked about this before. I said I wanted your bosoms printed onto a
She
sheet.
just wants me to dip my boobs in paint and put them on a canvas. It's
Heaven
creepy.
forbid that I have like creative thoughts.
This goes back to things that would cross an HR line and other professions.
Absolutely.
Hey, speaking of that, do you have a preference being on TV or radio more, and why?
Radio. Because I think it's because it's like your first love. Like I love radio more. I'll be honest, TV for me has been easier because there's a full team that prepares the TV show, and I go and I don't come up with ideas, and it's 1 hour compared to 4 hours,
Yeah.
and we come up with all the ideas for the radio show. So TV for me, my experience, other TV people would probably disagree, is easier. But I like the creative challenge of the radio, and also I did radio first, so I like radio better.
What about this one, real quick? What's your biggest regret on the radio or social media?
Ooh.
I don't know about social media. I think social media, I used to complain more and like be whinier. I'm still whiny, but I realize no one else cares. They all have bigger problems. So I pulled back being whiny on there a little bit. Radio in general, it's not, I'm sure I've done or said things that have offended people, and that kills me because I never want to do that. But there's not like one instance. I think my biggest issue with radio was making it my full identity for a long time. And I actually went to therapy because a lot of people in radio and TV do this. It's like you put everything into that. And that's, at the end of the day, I love my job so much and it's important to me, but it is a job. And so the important thing needed to be my family and like my life outside of it, because I can lose my job any day and the wheels will keep turning on KDWB without me. And I got to some really, really dark places based on like things people said about me and even like some coworkers I've had. And that's really unhealthy to allow a job to bring me to such a dark place.
I think that's the thing that sucks the most, because I say a lot of things and I don't. I mean like no harm behind it, but then like the way you can get construed in like someone's head that you're like a terrible person and you're like, oh, what? I'm
Yeah.
not. And it,
Well,
yeah,
because somebody might hear you say one thing and they don't understand your personality fully, so then they take it in a way that you didn't mean it to.
yeah, and
but-
especially because you're a woman and you say stuff confidently.
Yeah.
For some reason, it comes off harder than like a guy saying it, so it's like under more scrutiny.
For some reason.
Yeah.
And I
For
wonder what
some
that
reason.
reason is.
Hey, KDWB is represented by a lot of women these days. Okay, I actually feel like a minority. It's
Well,
me and Vaughn.
It's two women also,
Yeah.
me
Well,
and Jenny.
and Seacrest, but
Oh, and Kayla.
Yeah.
How did we take that away from Kayla? So it's tied.
We don't have many texts coming in, but you can still text in and Fallon will answer your questions.
That's hurtful.
Well, there are some, but I don't think you're going to want to answer some of these.
Oh, that's fair. I do. There are more on the Q&A. I'll pull those up on the Ask Me a Question. Okay, here we go. Let's see. If you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be? I would choose French fries for the rest of my life.
yes, a great choice. Regular or sweet potato?
Never sweet potato. I hate when people claim sweet
baby.
potato are their favorites. So fake. You just eat a regular potato, my guy.
I love sweet potato
We're going to be
fries.
back with Jenny's Summer School Pop Quiz.
Starting